This next topic, interesting because Cornelia, when you first saw this, what was your initial reaction about this new application that's hit the market?
I automatically assumed that this is going to be bad for kids. Now let me explain. The app is called, and hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, Sarahah.
Okay.
It's spelled Sarah,
right?
or Sarah with an AH at the end.
Sarahah.
Sarahah. Sarahah.
I like it. It sounds like sriracha.
Sarahah? It does sound like sriracha.
Sriracha.
So basically, it's an anonymous messaging app / service, and recently it caught the eyes of everybody because it was the most popular free download on iTunes and Google Play. It basically is an app where you can send anonymous messages to someone without them being able to respond, without them being able to figure out who you are, regardless of what the message says. So the app's designer described it as, Sarahah helps you in discovering your strengths in areas for improvement by receiving honest feedback from your employees and your friends in a private matter. So they were
It's like a box where you put
like
ideas.
the honesty box. Remember when Facebook had the honesty box? Do you remember that Facebook honesty box? It was around for a little bit of time where people could send you messages anonymously. But
no, I don't remember this.
On
Facebook?
yes, it was only for a little while, and they got it out of the paint because it got weird.
As
and
creepy
in there.
as the poke.
It was weird in there. But this is basically
Still around.
it's basically an app where, you know, you can link it to Snapchat. So a lot of kids are doing that, where if you post something on Snapchat, someone can respond with this new app saying, hey, I like your snap, you're a great girl, or you're garbage. And
Why would they have this?
People are obsessed with knowing what other people think about
Or is it more people are obsessed with giving their opinion but not wanting to show their face in today's society?
It could be, but I think what I experienced with that younger generation, again, talking about my cousins, that generation where like all they know is Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, goes on and on. To them, it's that like instant gratification or that knowledge of like, how am I being perceived? Like, is my smile good enough? Is my hair good enough? I mean, I have little conversations with my little cousins and they're like, God, like I'm so fat, like, oh, I'm ugly, or this, like those are the first words, and I'm like, no, you're beautiful, and I feel like the cheesy big
empowering,
cousin, because they just know the reality, or they think they know the reality because they're not fat, they're not ugly. It's like, that's to me like they're looking at other people's opinions about them, or how many likes they get, or the filter choice. They're looking at that as the only way of like communicating. It's just another way of communicating to them, and then they start to think those things about themselves. So I think that's what this is, anonymously. But to your point, people love to sit behind a computer and leave comments and not have to say who they are, whether it's true or not, what they're saying.
By the way, Sarahah is the Arabic word for candor or openness.
Oh, there you go.
So in the name, it's encouraging you to be open.
So not only be social now.
Well, the concern is cyberbullying, because if you're a young 13-year-old and you get this app and you want acceptance, I just want to know people like me, and I want to feel like I belong to something, and then some troll comes into your inbox making you feel like you're worthless. At that age, you probably aren't able to handle that, because
all
we
it
see
takes is one comment for someone to say you're ugly,
and we
like,
see issues with teen suicide and bullying overall. So that is one concern for the app.
And I just think about this internet horrible, I won't even call it a game, because that's not what it is, the blue whale that we've been talking about.
Oh my gosh.
And that is essentially a social media, push for people to take part in this month-long, it's almost
challenge.
Like, it's like a series of challenges, and then at the end, the whole challenge is now go take your own life. And there have been reports that potentially some suicides could have been linked to this game. So if there are already things flying around in the universe that can cause so much negativity when it comes to the internet, and people say enough when they have their own Facebook page, but they don't have to see you in person. Imagine if you didn't have to know anything about who you were. I don't see this as encouraging as it could be disruptive, I guess, in my opinion. I think that this has the potential to do so much more harm than good. And if you disagree or agree with me, let me know. I mean, I love to, when I see someone else, like, when I'm on a hike and somebody writes me back, great job. Like, I love getting that feedback from other people.
Yeah, it's like
but,
gratification,
but I feel like when you're younger, in your teenage years, it's fun to kind of be a part of a clique or a group, even if you don't necessarily believe it when you go home. If all your little friends gang up on this one person and they don't have to tell you who they are, I just feel like when you're younger, you're not doing as much empowerment when you're at that age. Maybe at our age we are, but in the teen years, you're so much more susceptible to people saying things without having to say who they are with social media, and I worry about that.
Yeah. Looking at the examples behind Dina's shoulder here, so this is what the app looks like, right? I guess when you go and download it, it's always like a little preview. So it says messages that make you happy. Do you like messages that make you happy? You can heart the messages. So if you're the person receiving these anonymous notes, you can heart them to say, oh, I like that. One example, and the app, of course, is pushing all positive comments. They're not saying, oh, you could also get negative comments. You're looking at your screen right now.
Saying you're a wonderful person.
Then there's a little heart there.
Well, then Christian if I butcher your name,
I'm sorry. Our loyal
Calvo, yes. Sounds similar.
Cavallo,
sounds similar to Whisper. On there, you could share your secrets anonymously. You're just not able to connect it to other social media networks.
Yeah, the whole Snapchat connection.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? So you can take a screenshot of what someone said and be like,
well, you can comment.
Said they like me.
Right.
Well, no, not a screenshot of their comment. You can respond directly to the post. The same way you can do inside of Snapchat, because when somebody posts, you can comment, but you can just post through another third-party app and say whatever you feel like saying without them knowing who you are, because that's the point. It's not that you can respond and they're like, oh my God, Megan said that she liked my outfit. No, it's I don't know who said that they liked my outfit, or I don't know who said that I look a mess.
Which could they can connect it so they can see who's icy, because right here it's the search engine. Find people you know.
So you can see who you're talking to. But that person, so you can search and say, okay, in this app, which one of my friends are in this app? And so if I say Megan Tellis is in this app, I can send you a message, but you don't know it's from me.
Right. I don't see how this is going to take off, honestly. I would never download this app, and so it's going to take, friends to say, oh, everyone's on this app sending private messages. Send me a DM. Slide into my DMs on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
You're not it's for, like, the target right now seems to be teens.
Okay, so I'm getting old. We're all getting old. We're not finding intrigue in any of this, but I'm interested to know. I don't know. I'll call my cousins today to ask them if they're interested
Janet
in this.
Piper, good morning to you, says, I wouldn't be comfortable with people commenting on my posts and not knowing who it is, whether positive or negative. I would want to know. And that's how I feel, because what if it's someone, and they don't have to tell you, someone claiming to be someone else? I'm just going to open up this Pandora's box. What about pedophiles out there who really get to know somebody on the other side of the line, and this person has no idea who they are? They build a relationship, and then eventually that could turn into something else. And we do a lot of stories on human trafficking and sex trafficking, and these teens get sucked in via social media and these comments.
Well, it sounds like you can't have a conversation back and forth. So
they can just post.
You can just post, and that's it.
Well,
so you can say whatever you want to say, and then you can read it on the other end, but you can't have a conversation within that. That's from my understanding of what the description was.
Yeah, but eventually they could get off that app and onto something else, and the conversation could go anywhere else.
Send me.
Well,
like
Carl will talk to you.
There are three categories. So the received messages, and you see all the verbiage there. The sent messages, so you commenting on others, and then favorites, so just hearts. So you can just go and favorite the messages you get.
But they could easily say, here's my other app information, find me here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we're just too skeptical.
But it's kind of trolly, especially with the rise of trolls and whatnot. You have people on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook purposely using fake platforms and hiding behind that trout avy, because most trolls have an avy of a trout, it seems. Just saying whatever they... Girl, the trout, the bald eagle,
the American flag.
The flag.
Or if you're on Twitter, the egg.
Yeah, the egg. Yeah. So I seen that. But pointing out on a funny note, you know the show Catfish on MTV?
Yes.
Catfish now is coming out with the Catfish Trolls. So if you are a popular Twitter troll or Facebook troll or internet troll, they're tracking now trolls and they're exposing them.
But isn't that what catfishing is?
But catfish is more like trolling with dates. This is more like the trolls that are
simply
like saying
online,
like calling
crazy stuff. They're now tracking down trolls and they're coming for them.
More content for television.
The only trolls I like are the little trolls with the little gems on the belly button.
There you go. The nude trolls with the colored hair.
I used to love those.
Favorite.
They never had clothes, but it's all right. Who needs clothes? All
Oh, I
natural.
love trolls. Now that you say that,
I know,
used to have all
right?
the little collectibles.
Yes.
It's kind of creepy if you sit back and really just. Have you ever seen the costumes for Halloween where your girls
You can be a troll?
yeah, and you wear all nude
Oh.
clothing and then your hair in a
Really?
point. It's really fun.
Sounds like something I would do.
Get a group of girlfriends, all pick a color for the hair. It's like a bachelorette party, and then you all wear like nude leotards. And, it's
And
like,
then a little
whoa,
something on the
jewel.
stomach. Oh, that's kind of funny.
October, are right around the corner.
That's
Halloween's
true.
coming.
We're giving you ideas. Let us know if you use it, trolls.
Okay.